Hey folks, Labrisky here and a new off the cuff, and this is actually the last off the cuff of the year. So, sticking with the theme of the New Year's, I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions and my experience with those. But before we dive in with that, if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. It helps out the channel a whole bunch. And please let me know in the comment section down below what some of your guys' New Year's resolutions are, if you have any. Some people do and some people don't. So, yeah, if you do, let me know. And I guess before we really dive in, I just quickly want to talk a little bit about Christmas. I hope everyone had a good Christmas or a good holiday season, whatever you celebrate. I sure did. I spent some time with the family and opened gifts and all that good jazz. I got a lot of comics. I did a comic haul video on my channel. If you have not checked that out already, I would suggest you do so. And I also got the Lego Batman Gotham City Skyline, and I want to incorporate that into my backdrop of my comics video and some other videos regarding, I guess, nerdier stuff, if you will. But I think for off the cuff, I want to do a different type of backdrop. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet. Something a little more casual. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions for that in the comment section down below. So New Year's resolutions. I'll be honest, I'm not somebody who really does New Year's resolutions. I'll talk a little bit about some of my goals in a second here. So I guess those are kind of New Year's resolutions, but like I'm not gonna start them just at the New Year. So a lot of these goals I've already started to implement into my day-to-day routine, if you will. And yeah, I really can't remember a time where I set like a New Year's resolution and I stuck with it or did it. Like I've never really been a New Year's resolution person. I don't find them to be super helpful. I think a majority, I'm sure there's some crazy statistic out there about the people who do set New Year's resolutions, how many of them stick with it. I'm sure it's a vast majority of the people don't stick with those New Year's resolutions. A common one seems to be maybe like working out or eating healthy, lifestyle changes. But I subscribe to the, I guess, opinion, I guess if you want to call it that, that in order to make lifestyle changes, you really need to implement small steps into your day to day routine slowly as you go. Like you can't just try to turn the page and go full in on working out or eating healthy because I don't think it's gonna. Most of the time, it's not gonna work. I think you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. So I usually just don't do New Year's resolutions, and so yeah, I guess some of the goals though that I have for 2025 and some of the things I want to really work on, like I said, are things I've already started to work on. So a big thing for me is my mental health, right? I really um, suffer from anxiety a lot of the time. And don't get me wrong, it's not like constantly or anything like that, but it tends to be a prevalent problem in my day to day life sometimes. And so I have been working with my therapist and psychiatrist to curb my anxiety symptoms, if you will. And um, so I have implemented some of those strategies to do that already. I take some medication for my anxiety, just Lexapro. And I also do get panic attacks, so I take I can't remember what it's called, Clonidine, I think, for my panic attacks, which seems to help, and then also hydroxine. Nothing like not like a benzos or anything crazy like that, because I really want to um, take more of a holistic approach to combating my anxiety. And I'm working with my therapist to do CBT. And so I have some strategies and things I've been practicing day to day, breathing techniques and whatnot to really help my anxiety. I walk a mile every day at least. And both those things combined, the breathing techniques and then the walking seems to have really been helping my anxiety as of late. So I'm going to continue doing that in the new year and not try to ramp that up, because I do want to live overall a more healthy lifestyle, both mentally and physically. I think definitely an area of improvement would be eating. I tend to not eat and drink so healthy. I like soda, so I'll have a couple sodas a day, and then I eat out a lot too. So I can try to cut back on that, but I think it's not going to be necessarily a main priority of mine right now. So I guess to give you guys a little insights on some of my personal goals dealing with my mental and physical health, I may do a video more on that eventually, maybe, about my anxiety or panic attacks, and really just do a whole video on that, talking about my experience, what seems to help and what seems not to help, and maybe some of the mistakes I made on my, um, I don't know what you want to, mental health journey, whatever you want to call it, I guess, because unfortunately nowadays a lot of people tend to suffer from, especially from anxiety. So if you're one of those people, there are a lot of techniques you can implement, small things to help calm yourself down and help your anxiety overall. But I guess let's get on to the next thing. Some of my goals. I want to get a new job, right? I lost my job. For those of you that don't know, in November, right before the day before Thanksgiving. So I am seeking employment and trying really hard to get a new job. It is kind of a catch-22 because I do have a lot more free time in my hands, so I can do a lot of things I love and focus on these videos. And I have been enjoying doing that. I've been trying to make content not just for YouTube, but for TikTok and Instagram as well, to really try to grow this audience. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to work on more of a solid schedule. I like having off the cuff on Sundays and having those premiere at like 11 a.m. And then I do the All in One Nerdy Show with Illuminerdy. Check out his channel if you have not already. I do those on Saturdays at 6 p.m. And then I want to start doing a comics corner once a week at least, just reading a comic book each week and doing a video on it. I think that's a lot of fun. And I do daily uploads for the shorts on YouTube and then also TikTok and Instagram. So I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to continue making content because I have been enjoying it. I'm going to try to really hone in on what type of content I want to make. I really enjoy talking about comic books, but I also have other passions. I like movies, I like TV shows. So don't be surprised if you see some videos about movies and TV shows coming out here shortly, because I want to talk about those things and whatnot. And so let's see. I think that's really it. I mean, I guess just to recap, not only for you guys but for myself, I can go back and kind of look at this video to see where I'm at in a few months, to see if I'm still making progress with all these goals. I definitely want to continue to grow mentally and physically and become more healthy. And then I want to continue my YouTube, pumping these videos out, and then also hopefully I can get a job here shortly. Because I guess I have bigger goals overall, which is to move out of my parents' house and live more independently. And I think really the first step is to get a job and to start saving for that. So I'm going to do that. Right now, I'm really just trying to get a solid schedule and my routine down as far as making these videos. That way, that's way when I do get a job, it's like a second nature to me. It's not. There's not much work, or I don't know how to. I have the routine of it down. That way, it doesn't feel like a second job when I do eventually get another job. Um, So yeah, I think that's going to be it. I guess look forward to maybe some sort of new backdrop here shortly for my comics video. And then, like I said, if you have any suggestions for the off the cuff videos, that would be greatly appreciated. And look forward to more comic videos and all in one nerdy shows in the new year, as well as the off the cuff shows, because I've been very much enjoying doing that. And yeah, I look forward to hearing some of your guys' New Year's resolutions in the comment section down below. And we will catch you in the next one.